Rocks and Roadies, it is 0600 a.m. on, I don't know what day it is, but we're actually going out and doing some rocks and road stuff. We're in the TJ today, better known as Toothless, and we are headed to the Spencer Opal mine, as we've been promising. There is a little bit of off-road trail on the way there, so we can avoid the freeways, and we'll go ahead and check in with you there to see how the scenery is, and if not, then we'll check in with you at the Spencer Opal mine to see what we can get. Thanks for coming along with us. about 15 minutes to the Spencer Obel line. Interesting trail, a lot of construction, a lot of mud, which was fun, but really going this route's kind of cool. And again, we want to thank Brian and Julie from AZ Rock Hounding Expeditions for the inspiration to go here, because we wouldn't even have known about the place. So once we get to the mine itself and get all set up, we'll go ahead and get back on here. Thanks. This is kind of the back way in from where we're staying in Madison, Yellowstone. So it's about a 2-hour drive from there. We could have gone on the regular highway, but it would have been a little bit longer. This is a little bit more fun and fits the Jeep and the rocks and roads a little bit better. All right, we'll see you at the mine. Okay, Rocks and Roadies, we are here with Isaac and Cade, and we finally made it. And so we're going to do some digging today out on the tailing piles.
Spots, but it has a good fine finish on this side. If you use your comparison stone and you hold it up next to it, it's very obvious that the opal and that rhyolite, even though it's got a shine to it, is a very different kind of shine. We are a geyser opal, so we produce multiple different tones of colors. So you're going to be finding your pinks, your reds, your yellows, your orange, your purples. Anything that's got that porcelain sheen is what you're looking for. So if it's not that typical white that everybody expects, don't throw it away. If it doesn't look like it's got color right away, also still keep it, because once you get it washed off, you get it into some proper lighting and everything else, more often than not, you're going to be able to find a layer or two that's inside the opal. There is a lot of other things as well. We do have these nodules that are full of zeolite and quartz.
Oh, nice.
And depending on the mineralization that it has as well, you're going to be finding different colors inside that. So this is just a little example of a heavily ironized rhyolite and zeolite. It does not have any opal to it, but it's still a cool rock if you decide you want to keep it. There's a lot of solid rocks out there, and you're going to be finding a lot of rocks that's got these bubbles and pores and stuff inside of it. That is what your opal is formed in.
You can see it in there, shining.
So in other words, if you see something that doesn't all have that shine, it could be on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's very easy to tell. I mean, this one, if you hold these two rocks next to each other.
Oh yeah, much heavier this one. But this one has it right here.
And that one has it right on the outside edge. It's just because there's so much of the material that's not there due to the voids and everything else.
Now, is this
in that
some
rock.
obsidian in here?
Yep, so our host rock is rhyolite and nebular obsidian. And all of the material out there cuts and polishes.
Oh, okay.
And so you can do something with all of it. This is a chunk of the nebular that has just been
Oh,
cut into
look
a
at
Oh,
that.
sliver.
wow. Okay.
Awesome. Now what is, okay, so this right here is, yeah, let's see.
There's more opal.
So that's raw.
This is the
So
rhyolite
you could
here,
actually,
the reddish
okay, I
part.
see what you're saying.
Yep,
And is this the zeolite?
that's rhyolite.
Okay, rhyolite. Where's the zeolite? Oh, okay, that would be the same. Okay.
That's more of the crystallization that's going to be happening out there.
Okay.
I mean, even if you find a chunk that's dirty in comparison to the rhyolite itself, it's very obvious that this has more of a porcelain sheen.
Right.
Okay.
And the
So the
reason I say
porcelain sheen is the
porcelain
key.
sheen more often than anything else is because even if you're finding stuff that's got different shines to it, you're going to be seeing that crystal sparkle out there. You're going to be seeing the shine of obsidian, the shine of rhyolite. But that porcelain look is very specific to the opal.
Okay.
And if you look down in here, you can see the different layers of
okay,
color
I see what you're saying,
that's
sure.
inside of it.
And these are typical of some of the things we could find out there.
So what we did is we went out there and we found all of this material to make this how-to.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
So all of this is from out there.
Okay.
In the past month, we've
Tailing
seen-
piles that Sharon and I will be digging in, and we'll get more later.
If I'm finding any opals, but I'm finding some pretty cool rocks. This one right here looks like a BB, so I'm going to try to polish that and see what it does. Then just some really neat colorations on this rock, and there are some clear areas, but it doesn't necessarily look like opal. And then there's this big one, so I don't know, but it's got some really neat stuff in it. So we'll keep trying.
She is. We've been digging for about 2 hours. I'm done, and I'll show you those, and then we'll do a big reveal when we get back to Tucson. Roadies, I was somewhat on yard rock duty. Some of this could be rough opal, but some of it's just cool looking rocks. So we'll show you more in just a second. The opals that we found, I don't know if you can see the fire in them. I'll rotate it. This is just in mine, but we'll do a better reveal once we get back home to Tucson. So it was a very fun day at the Spencer Opal mine for sure. We'll show you the inside again in just a minute. And then this is where we did all of our digging today. And it was a lot of fun. It should be noted that the family opened up just for us because of some changes in schedules. And we showed up, and I think it helped that we knew Brian and Julie, or know of them and follow them, but that certainly helped us. Didn't get to eat the fish and chips, Brian, so I'll have to do another trip. Getting ready to leave the Spencer Opal mine. They opened up nice for us. Cade was nice enough to open up for us. Rocks and Roadies, that finishes our day at Spencer Opal mine. Again, we want to thank Cade, Isaac, and the entire family. They actually opened up for us because there was some changes in schedule. We also want to thank Brian and Julie from AZ Rock Hounding Expeditions for even letting us know about this place. We are definitely planning on coming up again maybe next year when we have much more time. We only had about 3 or 4 hours to play around. But anyhow, so that's our Spencer Opal mine trail ride and everything today. So we'll see you when we get back to Tucson, and thanks again. It's on the left, the last existing phone booth. Probably can't see him, and I apologize for that bug thing in the middle of the video. But if you can see the road, they're covered with these huge, I mean huge, red crickets. This whole road's just covered with them. It looks like gravel, but it's not. It's all these humongous red crickets. They're probably 2 to 3 inches in size and kind of a reddish orange. Wild stuff in Idaho.
The next stop is on your right, St. Anthony St. James. Continuing route to Madison Campground. Continue to Red Road. In 3.2 miles, turn left onto East 600 North.
Let's take the cardboard and slide down. People out there with cardboard sliding down the dunes.
Kind of going through Americana.
Turn left onto East 2nd South Street. 19 miles, continue straight on.
There's a ranch frying.
Pretty good chicken.
Yeah.
You do want to try that zippy sauce. We thought we'd take a scenic byway to the St. Anthony sand dunes. Yes, apparently there is sand dunes in Idaho. So we'll see where this adventure takes us. I'll add more video as we get closer. It's on the left, the last existing phone booth. Okay, Rocks and Roadies, that's our adventure for today. Say hi, Sharon.
Hi guys.
We went to the Spencer Opal mine and had a great time, as you saw, and we're now headed
At the
back
lights,
to
turn
our
left onto
camp
Yellowstone Avenue.
in Yellowstone, and we'll kind of turn that around and show you as we're entering Yellowstone for today. Tomorrow we're going to head up to Canyon, and that's our next set, which will be the upper part of the Yellowstone Basin. But we'll have these videos up as soon as we can. So on behalf of Rocks and Roads, we want to thank again everybody at Spencer Opal Mine. They really took care of us, and they had their day off and they actually opened up for us. So we certainly appreciate that. And again, we want to thank
In about 14 miles,
Brian
turn
and
right
Julie
onto
from
Madison
AZ
Campground Road.
Rockhound Adventures for the inspiration to take the trip over there. So until next time, Rocks and Roadies, we'll see you later.